So we've got an ERB coming out on the same day as a death battle, and it's kind of just bringing to life my hope for the eventual epic death battles of history, in which death battle takes various fictional real people and just has them try and kill each other. It'll be great. Julius Caesar versus the Easter Bunny. Who will win? It might not go as expected. Alright, we have Link versus Cloud, Legend of Zelda versus Final Fantasy VII, Death Battle! I love the first battle I did, the original battle for this. I'm a bigger Legend of Zelda fan, so I'm a little biased in saying that. I wanted Link to win, I like Link a lot. And I think he has a real chance in this one too. But I'm not really a big Final Fantasy fan. I haven't played them. So, I'm super duper biased. Should have stuck up my Zelda poster. But regardless of that, let's dive on in.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Omen. Oasis is a free and easy-to-use add-on for Omen Gaming Hub that creates a virtual room for you and up to 15 of your friends for private gaming and watch parties.
But Oasis isn't just any virtual room.
Sounds alright.
Latency, 720p, 30 FPS, sharing,
seem a little loud.
Quality. You can quit worrying about technical difficulties, stop arguing over who has the worst internet connection, and get to playing.
Oasis is the best way to hang out when you, can't.
As far as animation goes, Link vs. Cloud is my favorite they've done.
Play together, watch together, chat together.
I just think that they used the 3D space miraculously last time.
Try the beta now. Link, the courageous and determined hero of Hyrule.
Cloud striped, sword swinging, spiky haired.
Oh yeah, they're probably gonna do some Breath of the Wild stuff in here too.
Right, but in a fight to the death, which one will win?
He's Wiz and I'm
Okay, so they're not using
And
those
it's our
two
job to
games.
analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who will win the death battle.
Oh, 10 years.
In the land of Hyrule was a hero so great, even a goddess favored him. Destined to wield the Triforce of Courage, he fought for his people until his dying breath. Moreover, he was chosen to be reincarnated through time to continue defending against evil. This hero's name was Link.
The trick to death battles like these is that there's some, and this often hits the anime battles particularly hard, where people are surprised that the anime character loses, is that The Legend of Zelda is not a series that places the emphasis in storytelling on how powerful the main character is, more of an atmosphere feeling than anything. Whereas in Final Fantasy, from what I've seen, there's much more emphasis on the extreme awesome gameplay elements that you, the main character, can pull off. So it's just a presentation value, wherein they might be... Cloud on paper might seem stronger, just because, you look at all the crazy stuff he seems, whereas Link, he does the crazy things, it's just presented in a different factor, so I wonder if that's going to play a factor here, as it has in the past. At least 14 known avatars of the hero, chosen by the goddess. Likes fishing, cooking, setting things on fire. Dislikes pots, chickens, Phillips CD.
Link's spirit had been reborn over and over. Technically, that means most Links are kind of the same guy. It's a real link to the past. Which is probably why he's so skilled with tons of different weapons, like his Hylian shield, and of course, the Master Sword.
The Master Sword is no ordinary blade. Infused with sacred energy, it is evil's bane incarnate, capable of destroying magical barriers, dispelling curses, and slaying immortal
It's a good arsenal.
monsters.
But nothing's more badass than its laser beams and skyward strike. He can even charge it with lightning. You like that, like?
Link's carries hammers, clubs, spears, even boomerangs, and his talent with a bow is second to none. He has fire, ice, and shock arrows, and his light arrows possess holy magic. But the ancient arrows instantly consign foes to oblivion.
Oh, yeah.
To either transport them to another
You're
dimension,
giving him
or
those?
crush them into
Oh,
pieces.
I actually think that's a little bogus if he was able to win like that. That's just a little bit of a cheap victory.
Link has survived rolling through lava, and while wearing the Golden Gauntlet or Titan's Mitts, been strong enough to lift stone weighing well over 10,000 tons.
And the Force Sword lets him split up into copies of
Last time they saved that for the end, so it's not going to be a huge factor in his if he wins or loses here.
And even travel through time with song.
But some of that doesn't hold a candle to the Sheikah Slate. That thing can set remote bombs, move objects magnetically, and totally stop time for things.
Oh, dude. Nah, okay, never mind. I was thinking maybe he'll use the reverse Song of Time to slow things down. But that doesn't usually affect combat.
Link can't always win fights with brute force.
His claw shots are perfect for maneuvering around the environment, and his magic cape can turn him invisible.
I can think of a lot of ways that would come in handy.
Well,
was there a reason him being invisible made him immune to spikes? I don't remember.
Gotcha.
You know, Link's weapons are very effective against sassy robots.
Ooh, you can't see me coming now, can you?
Oh, come on.
Hey, why didn't you get hit?
You missed.
The magic cape also turns Link intangible.
Oh, okay, so it was that.
Well, guess there's no punch line.
I've played the game, it's just been a while.
Link's fast enough to roll away from BMOS lasers, which are actual light beams. They burn things, move in a straight line, and the guide says they're lasers, so...
Jesus fucking Christ, is this gonna be every death battle? They dodged lasers! They do not work like actual lasers do. I don't care if they call them lasers. Every character dodges lasers. I'm sorry, but not every character moves at light speed just because they dodged lasers. Also, the light wasn't what was being run from here. What was being run from was this slow-ass eye's ability to turn its eye head thing towards Link, not the laser itself.
They burn things, move in a straight line, and the guide says they're lasers, so... There.
As you can see, Link can dodge this laser at the moment it's fired. Given the distance between the two and the time frame, he would have to be moving 2 feet in just under 2 billionths of a second.
I want to ban lasers from all death battles. Two billionth of a second, please. It's like, the problem with this, using things like this, is that you create a reality in which every character is god tier. Yo, punching planets and they blow up level based on the implication of what you found. Which, yes, I get it. They're called lasers, so you gotta do your death battle thing and apply the real world physics to it. But it kind of creates a ridiculous state where all of these conversations become, even within their own silly context, meaningless.
About 1/10 the speed of light.
Now that's a reason to say, "Excuse me, princess," because if he didn't, no one would get out of the way in time.
But one item Link has isn't simply a mere vehicle to increase his speed or strength. The Triforce of Courage, a holy relic that offers mystic power to its bearer, including protection from transmutation.
Yeah, fair enough, not giving him the full Triforce.
Like for shielding and healing, and his fairy spell lets him literally just turn into a fairy. Oh, look at him. Gets all tiny and he can fly around. Get the fly swatter.
Link's also been granted magic by great fairies and spirits of past Hylian champions. Mipha's Grace can even revive him to full health after death.
And if all this wasn't enough for him to just trash his opponents, Link's known to carry around a snack or two to help him out.
But if he died, though, shouldn't that still be a loss? It's not death battles to the point that you can't come back. It's death battle.
To his mask.
These masks not only change his physical form, but give him unique abilities. Like how his Goron mask.
So we're going into the full deal, huh?
He can even roll so fast he catches fire. But the fierce deity mask is the best. It basically transforms him into a dark god, 10 feet tall and 100% terrifying, with inhuman strength.
Hell yeah.
Possible helix sword.
Fierce deity Link could easily overpower Majora, who pulled the moon into the planet with enough force to destroy a continent and cause planet-wide destruction.
Sounds like he's got everything he needs to defend Hyrule. I mean, if you're chosen by a goddess, you gotta do what she says, right?
With the boy clad in green committed to the cause, Hyrule can breathe easy knowing it's defended by such a worthy champion.
Alright, let's go. We can skip Cloud. I don't care. Now, let's go.
On the planet Gaia, run by the Shinra conglomerate, one young man wanted to be a strong protector of others, just like his hero, Sephiroth, the elite member of Soldier.
I thought that
This
Sephiroth was
Cloud's
super cool dude. Sephiroth was his twin or something like that. Clone, I think it was.
Cast magic from materia.
Materia is a byproduct of the life stream, an energy source that runs through the world.
If I ever get more time to stream, Final Fantasy has actually been one of the game series I've been wanting to go through for straight from the beginning.
They can summon giant monsters. No wonder Cloud wanted to be a part of Soldier so bad. I'd want to too.
Actually,
if I
it
could
looks
have a
just like
giant
Demise.
Dragon god as a pet.
This is Bahamut Fury, among the most powerful summons in Final Fantasy history, capable of annihilating a moon, a feat worth over 140 exatons of TNT.
Which Cloud
That
totally
sounds
survived
like a lot.
after he made it into the Soldier program without any problems whatsoever. Nope, none at all. Is this too much foreshadowing?
Cloud's time as a soldier mercenary was, well, it never happened. Despite his own memories saying otherwise, Cloud actually failed to join the program at all.
Alright, bear with me here. See, Cloud had a friend, a first-class soldier named Zack Fair. They went through a bunch of wacky adventures together.
Who I know
They got
about
kidnapped
primarily
by some
because of
weird
Kingdom
soldiers who
Hearts.
injected them with alien DNA and Mako energy that supercharged them. It's a long story.
Time and time again, Zack came to Cloud's rescue, until one day, a rescue would be his final act.
But before he fell, he gifted Cloud his big old Buster Sword. Hey, what's a sword between bros? Especially when Zack had been there for Cloud so much.
Then the guy
Now,
from
Zack was the
Berserk
one who
showed up
helped
and
Cloud
took it
adjust
from
to
you.
the fact that
Got
he
it.
had never become a member of Soldier.
Or how Cloud hadn't
Guts.
been the one who took the moon exploding either. That was Zack all along.
Cloud's own history had affected him so much that he unintentionally took Zack's as his own.
Jeez, sounds like he needs to do some heavy self-reflection.
Cloud struggled with
cracked
confidence
mirror.
ever since he was rejected from the Soldier program. That, combined with the trauma from being kidnapped, experimented on, and watching his best friend die, fractured his sense of self.
You know, Cloud not being who he said he was reminds me of someone, Wiz.
I gotta be honest, I'm not really a big
No,
fan
you faked your identity to avoid paying all
of
those student loans and
them doing the animation every time. It's cool sometimes,
Hey,
but
did
it
you
just
know,
feels
despite
forced
how the
at
game
others.
works, Cloud
I
can
wonder
use
if they do this so
without a
often
weapon.
because of
Isn't
copyright,
that
though.
neat?
At this point,
Anyway,
I wonder if
feel
it's
like
given
his
them
memories
troubles
were
in the
faulty
past.
sparked Cloud's journey
It
of
gives him more of an
self-care.
excuse
Though
to
he
make
had
more
failed
cuts.
To become part of Soldier, he probably shouldn't have, because he's been in many fights just as, if not more impressive than those of Zack's resume.
remember that awesome dragon? He beat him! Bahamut's super strong, but also fast enough to fly between planets in seconds. Hell, Cloud could even fly too!
This is what I'm talking about. It's all about presentation.
Up and hang in the sky and lunge around. Yeah, it's basically flight.
He can also use spirit energy for super attacks called limit breaks, like the classic Omni Slash.
He's also worn several different types of gear over the years. but
I
he's
wonder
consistently kept
if
the
Cloud
same
wins
record,
this,
which
if this
prevents him
will
from
be the
enjoying
first
status effects,
retraction
excluding
they've
time
done.
manipulation.
He's dodged bullets, lasers,
'Cause I
electric
can't think
attacks.
of another
He's casually
rematch
sliced buildings in half,
where the other has
literal
won.
nuclear
But I think
explosions with
Cloud
nuclear materia, and he even beat
theoretically
the
could
devil
take this.
Sephiroth. I don't know how Sephi survived being impaled by a sword that's literally wider than he is, but Cloud got to kick his ass multiple times.
Even coming face to face with Sephiroth's ultimate attack, Supernova.
Along the way, Cloud also destroyed Shinra. That's one way to get back at the folks who refused to hire you. Oh, and he got an even cooler sword, too. Get rid of that sentimental Buster sword, Buster, because the Fusion sword
It
is
looks
here
so
to play.
cool.
With the fusion sword came a new version of Cloud, one who'd worked hard to resolve his personal issues and overcame any foe, mental or physical, in his way.
So all that, on top of beating Sephiroth 3 whole times, proves Cloud puts up one hell of a fight.
Despite Cloud's
Maybe
frustration...
that just means Sephiroth's not all that tough.
He grew up to become far more than he could have imagined.
After saving the
Cloud
world
is
more than
bullying
once,
Sephiroth.
life deserves
Someone call somebody.
In my memories.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, if you want to last as long in bed as Link and Cloud do,
We've
fighting
run the
gods,
data
check
through
out
all
Blue Chew.
possibilities. I get with some battles like Pokemon,
Brought to you by Blue
they've
Chew.
been able to genuinely do that, but most of the time it's just, here's who I think's gonna win.
12 years.
Yeah,
And then they do the math against each other, but it's not like they're running it into one of those simulators like they fight 100 times, who wins more often type situation.
But in chewable form and at a fraction of the cost.
Blue Chew is an online prescription service which
You ever
means
watch
no
Deadliest
visits to
Warrior?
doctors,
That was an alright
no
show.
awkward conversations, and no waiting in line at the pharmacy. Just a discreet package at your door.
It's also cheaper than going to a pharmacy because Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA and they prepare and ship direct.
Just sign up at BlueChew.com, consult with one of their licensed medical providers to find out the right
BlueChew.com
and
just
once you're
sounds like
approved,
something
you'll get your prescription
Heisenberg
within
would be
days.
working on.
And we've got a special deal for our audience. Try Blue Chew free when you use our promo code BATTLE at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping.
That's BlueChew.com, promo code BATTLE to receive your first month free. And thanks Blue Chew for sponsoring this show.
But right now,
It's time for a death battle! Ah, we're going in, okay.
Oh, great.
Not you again! Why are you in blue now? They didn't even justify the fight. They didn't even... No excuse whatsoever why why Link is attacking him. It's just murder time. Awesome. Breath of the Wild really did add to Link's arsenal considerably. Particularly stasis could be deadly. He's doing this to find hearts! He's trying. It is the true battle! Defend the pottery! From Link, the Mad Titan! Did they use something on each other? Cool. He got other weapons. That was awesome! No! That ribbon, man. Shut up! Ooh. Nice, the double claw shots. What's this one? What's this move? Oh, the cape! No, did he get him? No, I don't think so. Oh, it's Mipha's Grace. I think that's Cloud's win, to be honest with you. Never mind, we gotta... never mind, I take that back. Link hadn't used his top move yet. It was a presentation thing for Death Battle. That is something. One thing people don't really understand is that the animation is just for fun. It's not the conclusion. Hell yeah, Cloud. Fair enough. I mean, no! How dare you kill the guy I was rooting for?
Hey-o! Guess Link thought it was time to split.
Ah.
Yeah.
Link had an incredibly versatile arsenal available to him, given the abilities he had from his various weapons and masks.
And with stuff like the Sheikah Slate and Ocarina, the guy had so much to throw at Cloud that he could have easily gotten overwhelmed.
Even with that against him, Cloud could match much of Link's arsenal with both his materia and superhuman ability. Link may have won a few fights with his time stop, but so would Cloud. For our purposes of determining who would win the most often,
That's a good
these
argument
essentially
against the
cancel each
time
other out.
powers.
Link's Master Sword and Triforce of Courage helped him counter some of Cloud's materia. Like, he wasn't getting turned into a toad or anything, but Cloud's ribbon could do a lot of the same, especially against those fire, ice, and shock arrows.
Since both had multiple ways to counter each other's more magic-based moves, and both had incredible healing spells, this really came down to their baser abilities.
Like how Link dodging lasers put him at a tenth the speed of light, but Cloud kept up with Bahamut, who flew between planets in 12
See,
seconds.
I think that's a
Since
better
the split
case
of
for
Neptune
someone's
considered
speed
Gaia
than the
is
laser
expanded from
thing.
Earth, the distance between them would be 4.3 billion kilometers. To travel that distance in 12 seconds means Bahamut Fury flew at least 1,200 times the speed of light.
So while Link was smart, had more experience, and has fought foes faster than him before, Cloud could literally run circles around him without him noticing.
Link's strength and power were nothing to scoff at, especially when scaled to Majora pulling the moon into a planet and destroying a continent. That would take an energy equivalent to over 60 exatons of TNT. However, Cloud was strong enough to endure similar attacks and return the favor in a devastating way.
Like how he survived Sephiroth's
Makes
supernova
sense.
attack.
Guidebooks confirm that the supernova is a blast that destroys dimensional space. Technically, it occurs in another dimension where the entire solar system is annihilated, with Cloud standing
What
right
would be?
there.
I can't wait for the Breath of the Wild 2 to come out. If it adds some things to his arsenal considerably enough that they do a part 3 of this.
It's the goddamn sun. Link's never had to deal with something of that magnitude before.
The hero of Hyrule put up an admirable fight and could certainly win in a few different ways. But Cloud's speed, strength, and
Fair
powerful
enough.
limit breaks meant that, more often than not, his victory was assured.
Link tried Force, but against Cloud, he
Oh,
had
for
no
fuck's
way
sake,
out.
that
The
joke.
winner is Cloud Strife.
You ever read that Game
That's the
Informer
first half of our 10th
group of
anniversary
jokes where
season.
everyone
Death
sent
Battle
in
will
the
return
same
later this
joke?
year, but in the meantime, check out the all-new DBX and the debates we're having over in the Death Battle cast. Thanks for watching.
Batman? Oh, Batman Beyond. Ah,
Death Battle cast.
I think it's Batman Beyond. Alright. See you guys again. This was awesome.